I have here something that I've been waiting for since, June, July? And it's kind of related to this. It is the Legend of Zelda Game and Watch for Zelda's 35th anniversary, like we got for Mario for his 35th. I'm really excited for this. It's got 3 Zelda games, both the English and Japanese versions, and it's got the Game & Watch game Vermin reskinned to be Legend of Zelda themed. So let's open this up now. I've had this sitting at home for a few days now. I've been sick and wasn't able to record, so this box has been staring at me for days, so I'm really excited. So let's open her up. And there it is. So, there we go. The Legend of Zelda Game & Watch system. So immediately, I can see that this is very reminiscent of the Mario box. Like they match these very nicely. If you take a look here, you got the same style, the nice traditional golden Game & Watch box. You got the Game & Watch logo up in the top here, the series names here, and then an image of what it looks like with the main game, Mario 1, Zelda 1. And you'll see when I actually open this up that, like the Mario one, it's not actually printed like this. It's actually an overlay there. And then on the back of both of these boxes here, you can see we got the different games or different operation modes that are listed. So there's, in this one we got The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, the Link version of Vermin, a playtime clock, and a playtime timer. So the clock is like with this one, the Mario one, it's just a regular clock. I'm not actually sure what the timer is. I haven't really looked too much into this since it was unveiled, and I don't think they mentioned that, so I'm gonna have to see what that's all about. I'm really excited, so let's open this up. So, like with the Mario one, the box isn't actually what it looks like here. So, there's that, and a seal over here. Now, some people probably won't cut both seals open. I'm going to, just so I can take it off. So, yeah. Here we go. You can slide the box out. So we got our plastic overlay here, like with the Mario one. Get Mario out of the way. So we got our plastic overlay and the more traditional looking Game & Watch box. It's much more reminiscent of the older style Game & Watch boxes. And then they've got this overlay, which makes it all fancy. So like with the Mario one, you got different elements of the game here. You got Link and a sword. You got the Octoroks, and you got the scenery around him. Very cool, I like that. Alright, well, we're almost there, so let's keep unboxing. I'm so excited for this thing. I've been waiting for this since they unveiled it. I pre-ordered it as soon as it was available. So excited. Alright, so already this presentation is a lot better than the Mario one, and I knew this. So this comes with like a nice little display stand, which you can actually, looking here at these instructions, you can actually prop the display stand up so that you can just have it sitting on your desk like a clock, which is something the Mario one didn't have, which I think this is great. And this is nice. You got the Triforce here, which indicate that it's Legend of Zelda, in case you couldn't tell. So I'm gonna have to set up that stand in a little bit. But for now, here is the system itself. Oh, look at that! Look how cool that is. I like that. So this is it again. It's very similar to most Game & Watch systems, and especially the new Mario one here. You can see they're pretty much exactly this. Actually, they are exactly the same size. They have the same feel on the plastic. Really, the only major difference besides the color that I can see is that the Zelda one actually has the start and select buttons, where the Mario one does not. And that's because you actually need those to play Zelda 1 and 2. You actually need the start and select buttons, whereas in Mario you can get away with just using this pause button up here. And then, if we flip it over on the back here, we got all, whatever information they have to include by law, and on the Zelda one we actually have the Triforce back here in the plastic. I don't know how well that comes across on camera there, but whereas on the Mario one we got nothing, it's just plain red plastic here. Turning it over on the side, we got our power button here and our USB-C charging port, and then the speaker over on the other side. So yeah, again, it's a Game & Watch. It's very basic, but you know, I like it. And again, that was something I talked about when I unboxed this Mario one. Is I love the form factor of this thing. It's adorable. It's comfortable to hold. It's great. All right, so I'm assuming this has a charge. I really hope it does. So let's power it on and. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that, but it made the little Zelda secret sound. Alright, so, hang on, let me zoom in the camera a little bit. Alright, so it's saying press time button. Alright, so let's press time. There's the Triforce. And there we go. So I'm not going to set the time right now. And it's midnight, so Link's going to go get his sword to start his adventure. Alright, so now, first thing I want to point out is something that I have seen, that if you press and hold the A button for a few seconds while you're on the clock, so you hear the secret sound, and it replaces the clock ticks with the Legend of Zelda, well, not just music, but actually the gameplay sounds, you know, as Link's going through his adventure here. I don't know if you can hear that here. Alright, so let's turn that off just because that's a little distracting. Alright, so we got back to our ticking. Alright, so now, I know, like with the Mario one, as the day goes on, different things happen, Link goes different places. I'm not going to sit here and watch everything right now, obviously, but, you know, it's the type of thing that you can just sit and watch and be like, oh, there's a neat little Easter egg or something. Alright, so now let's get, you know, to the main part of the Game & Watch, the games. So, again, here we have 3 full Legend of Zelda games, plus Vermin from the original Game & Watch series, and this timer, which I'll have to check out. So, here we go. With the original Legend of Zelda, we can choose English or Japanese. I'm going to do English because I don't speak Japanese, and there we go. Again, like with the Mario one, that screen looks really nice. Oh, you know, that looks so much nicer than I have the Game Boy Advance release of The Legend of Zelda, and this looks so much nicer than the Game Boy version. One thing I'm curious about, so I don't know if you know this, in the original Legend of Zelda, Ganon is misspelled to be G-A-N-N-O-N there, and, you know, has 2 N's in the middle instead of 1. So, and then I think in pretty much every other re-release, they fixed the spelling mistake, so it's cool that they fix it in this one. Alright, so let's hit start. Register your name. I always call myself Link. And here we go. Now I know of one Easter egg. I'm not going to show it here, but we're just going to start our game. And it's The Legend of Zelda. What a surprise! All right, so one thing I'm noticing right away is the D-pad feels really nice. One problem I have with the Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Edition is the D-pad on that controller just doesn't feel right to me, so that I have a really hard time controlling Link. He tends to spaz out a lot. So this feels really good. Alright, let's get our sword so we can see how killing enemies feels. Alright, so let's go fight some Octoroks. I will say, I'm kind of sitting back here, and it is a little bit difficult to play sitting back on such a small screen. And yeah, I'm not really noticing any sort of input lag or anything. It's The Legend of Zelda. It feels really good. Alright, so now let's move on to... We're going to skip over the Adventure of Link for now and go straight to Link's Awakening because I love this game. I've played the Game Boy Color version, I've played the Switch version, so I'm really excited to be able to play the original. I'm just going to watch the intro here, not actually going to play the game. Actually, let's turn our volume up a little bit. Wonder what that is. Screen size. I'll check that out in a minute. Alright, so now I do want to see what this is. Came in here, turn up the volume, and there's this screen size option. What is this? Full screen or... Oh, okay. So the aspect ratio on the Game Boy was different than what this screen is, so it gives you the option to stretch it to be the full screen or have the original aspect ratio. I thought something didn't look right about it. Alright, well I like that. Let's see if that's in the other games. I don't think the aspect ratio is different. Yeah, it isn't. See that? So... that option for the screen size is not here. So that's like with if you play a Game Boy game on a Game Boy Advance and you press one of the shoulder buttons, it changes the screen size. So that's basically that functionality there. Alright, so now I want to see what this timer is, because I'm not actually sure. Set the timer, start stage. Okay, we'll go for just a minute. And start. Oh, okay, so you just fight enemies. Alright, that's pretty cool. It's interesting it's Adventure Link that they chose for this. Ah, okay, wow, I am not very good at this. Alright, so I guess you just basically go until you run out of life or run out of time and try and get a high score. Cool, I like that. Alright, oh, that's interesting. Link's going on his own. Is he supposed to do that? I feel like he's not supposed to be doing that. Okay, so it does refill your life if you die before time is out. Alright. And then, last but not least, we're going to go on to Vermin. So, I've never played this game before, so I don't know what to do. Okay, so you just move left and right so that you can clobber these things coming up. Which I guess they kind of look like Octoroks. I don't know if that's what they're supposed to be or if they were originally something different. They kind of look like little Octoroks. Oh, this is cute. Yeah, this is very much like Ball on the Mario one. That's just simple, addictive, high-score base game. I like it. Alright, so... yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this thing. I absolutely love it. It's a cute little device. Oh, wait a minute, that's interesting. Let me... oh, alright, I gotta show this off. Hang on, back over to this camera. If you look, it's off right now. Watch what happens when I press the power button. Watch the Triforce there. I don't know if this is gonna come across well on camera. The Triforce actually lights up a little bit when you turn it on. I guess from the backlight from the screen or something like that. Or, I like that. That's a nice little touch. Alright, well, fun little Easter eggs aside, this is a great little device. I like it. I really prefer it over the Mario one. As much as I love the Mario Game and Watch, the Zelda one, it's so much better. It's got 3 full Zelda adventures, both the Japanese and English versions, and it just feels like there's a little more to do and more to see. Like with the Mario one, even on the clock in the Mario one, things happen at different times, but this... Link's actually going through a full adventure here, which is not really something you get with the Mario one. So yeah, I love it. It's a great little device. If you haven't picked it up, you really should. It's awesome, especially since they include the stand here, which some collectors may yell at me, but I am going to unfold the stand here, and I'm going to keep this sitting on my desk. This is going to be my clock from now on. I love it. Actually, I didn't open it up and see. I assume this comes with a charging cable like the Mario one did. Yep, it did. So, let's see if I can get it out. Yeah, so you got our little USB-C charging cable, And actually, what's nice about the stand here is on the side, it's got a little notch for the charging cables. You can just keep this plugged in and sitting on your desk as your clock. Or, you know, if you're supposed to be working and don't really feel like it, you can play some Zelda while you're going. So that's going to be it for now. Now, I know I haven't posted really any videos lately. I've just been very busy and then got sick, but I'm hoping to actually get a review of the Atari version of Attack the Petsky Robots out sometime within a few weeks. I'm working on that. It should be done soon. But yeah, so until next time, so long.